everyone, so I'm here today to do my first update for my Finish 13 by Halloween Roulette Project pan. I've been working on these products for about a month and it's time I showed you the progress I've been making on them. I'll start with the products that I have not finished. The first was a high-end item. For that I chose the YSL Tint in Oil in shade number 6. Like I said in my introduction, this packaging is completely opaque, so there's absolutely no way for me to measure this. I have been using it way more than I usually have, and I'm actually wearing it today. I've discovered that while it is really comfortable to wear, the oil is really nice and soft on the lips. Once it dries down to the stain, it is incredibly uncomfortable, like so dry and uncomfortable. I really don't like it, but I love the color, and so I have been making some pretty good progress on that one. Next is one of your most expensive items. For that I picked the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus foundation, I guess. As you can see, my packaging has started to like completely fall apart. It's flaking like crazy. It's actually really annoying. It gets all over my fingers and then it makes it difficult for me to use my hands to apply other products. But I have been making a lot of progress on this. I wear it every day pretty much, and as you can see, I'm pretty much down to about here. I can't remember where I was when I started the project, unfortunately, but there's only that much really left to go. There's a bit up in the top, but that's about it. I'm actually working through this a lot faster than I thought I would, considering it's a $70 foundation, but I like it. It's not my favorite foundation. I love it for summer because it is the 50 plus SPF, but I probably won't buy it once I finish it because it is really expensive and not that amazing. Next was a loose powder product, and I picked the Maybelline Color Tattoo Pure Pigment in Downtown Brown. Now, because I am panning a lot of other products, I haven't been making heaps of progress on this, but I have been using it more regularly than I have before. I just can't really get the product to sit anywhere. So if you look on the outside, you can see the product around here, and on my other pigment it shifts around a lot, but for some reason this one doesn't shift off the sides. I don't know if it's just stuck on the sides and I can't get it off, but it means I can't really measure where it is. There's like really no way of measuring this. So it's another one of these products that I'm just trying to use as much as I possibly can. Hopefully I'll finish it. Maybe I'll just use a lot of it. Who knows? Next is something in a previous project pan. That's my MAC Fluid Line in Phlox Garden. My goal for this is to finish up half of it. At this point I am here. So I'm working a lot more up on this side, so I just want to finish off this half of it. I think I'm making some great progress. I've stopped working my way down and I've started working my way to the side to try and measure my progress a little bit better. I kind of think I might be able to finish half of this by Halloween if I just keep using it regularly. I used it as an eyeshadow base when I pan a purple eyeshadow look, so I get a lot of use out of it when I do use it, so hopefully I will reach that goal. Next, a new item in my collection. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. When I started this project, I'd literally never used this. It was still in its box, and I have been using it pretty regularly. You can start to see the lines in between the ambient lighting powder and the blush powder. If you've ever panned one of these, you know that it kind of starts to like develop lines more than a dip. I don't know if you've ever seen someone pan one of these, but that's what it does. So I'm starting to see a little bit of that, and I am starting to see the dome flatten, but other than that, I mean, it's a brand new blush that has just started being used, so not a whole lot of noticeable progress. For something I regret purchasing, I picked the Maybelline Master Sculpt Duo. I'm just trying to hit pan in the bronzer shade. I've discovered that this actually develops hard pan really quickly. I don't know what it is with me and bronzers, but I seem to have ones that develop hard pan a lot, or maybe I'm just like not using them correctly. So I've got some hard pan on it right now. I haven't used it today, but I have been using it pretty regularly. I do like it because it's a really nice flush and it gives a really nice color to my skin without being too much, but the hard pan's just really annoying and kind of makes me think I won't get as much progress in this as I want to get in the period of time that I've got. You can see that I have used it. I've worn away the original embossing on top of it, but yeah, still looks pretty brand new. For something from an indie brand, I picked the Naked Cosmetics Loose Pigment from their Sierra Nevada Pigment Stack in the shade number 1. I've been using this as a inner corner highlight pretty much exclusively, and I have made some progress in it, but to be honest, you can't see a whole lot of it because I am using so little every single time. It just kind of wears away slowly. So this one I'm just trying to see how much I can use of it, not really trying to finish it because I think that's a bit too hard, but I have been using it pretty much every day. A MAC product, for that I chose the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in dark brown. This is what it looks like right now. Like I said in my introduction, I do get a lot of hard pan in this product. No idea why, but I do have to scrape it off a lot, and that makes it look kind of ugly and muddled. But I have been using this literally every single day, so I am making dips in it. I actually have no idea how deep these pans are, so I might be really close, I might be months away. I don't really know. I also picked nail strips, so I wanted to use up 3 nail strips in my collections. I have not used any of them. Hopefully I will be using some today because I have to do my nails today, but at this point I haven't used any. The NARS Audacious Lipstick in Catherine is the item in my favorite color. This is where it is right now. I actually forgot that this was in our project, so I kind of stopped using it for a little while, but I have used it most recently. So when I started, I had just worn off the first arm of the N. I had just hit that, and now I am halfway through the N in the embossing of NARS. So I have made some progress on it, not nearly as much as I need to make in order to finish this, but now that I've remembered it's in a project, I'll probably use it a lot more, and hopefully I will be able to finish off just the last of it until October. For a highlighter, I've been using the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade number Pink. I got it in a limited edition package, and that's what it looks like. This was also basically brand new when I started this project, nowhere near completion at all. I have been focusing my brush in these 3 shades right here, not for any particular reason, just because I picked that spot, and I can see definitely I'm starting to develop a dip. I'm starting to develop a dip. Similar to the ambient lighting powder, it does develop a bit of a weird shape when it's used because the lines in between each shade don't go down as fast as the middle of each shade. I don't know if that's just because of the way it's pressed or what, but that's what I'm noticing. There's like a dip in the middle of this line, a dip in the middle of this line, but the lines in between are still pretty high. So look, I probably won't hit pan in this by the end of October, but I'm going to try really hard, and I think I'm making some really great progress considering I've almost never used it before this project. And lastly, a setting powder. For that, I chose the highlight shade in the NARS Paloma Contouring Duo. That's this one here. As you can see, I have definitely cleared out way more pan on this end here. I haven't quite finished the side on this side or on this side. I'm just trying to hit the top up here, and then I'll work my way back down, I think is my plan. But I'm using this every day as a setting powder, and it's working fine. It's a really tiny pan, which makes it difficult to get my brush in, but I'm doing the best I can. So happy with that progress. And for the product that I have actually finished. This was my everyday staple item, and it was the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer. I was using this, and then the last of it actually popped out of the jar and fell onto the floor, so I decided to call it quits, but I was incredibly close to finishing it completely when that happened. So now my little jar is empty. I really like RMS Beauty, and I would recommend it to anyone. You can get them at Mecca Cosmetica. It's a organic makeup brand, so a lot of their products are in little tubs like this, but I really liked this, and I would probably buy it again if I didn't have already a few too many concealers. So since I have finished one product, I can now draw another category and pick a new product, as this is a Project Pan Roulette. I realized that I have picked a lot of products that I probably won't finish anywhere near the deadline, so that means that I probably won't get a lot of opportunities to pick new products, but that's okay. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. So I have all the categories listed on my computer, and I'm just going to use a random number generator to pick out the number. So it generated number 43, which is a neutral colored item. Pretty broad category, but I'm going to go and pick that product, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and for my neutral colored item, I have chosen another concealer. This is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I have it in the shade Fair Neutral, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade. It is really pale on my skin, so I use it kind of as a highlighting concealer. I don't like this concealer. I think it looks really dry and cakey on my skin personally, so I would love to see this moved out, especially because I paid quite a bit of money for it. I'm not quite sure where it is in the tube, but I know there is only 5 mils of product in this, so it's not a whole lot of product. So what I'm going to do is put it in a cup of water and see if I can get the product to go down this side so I can mark where I am. But I definitely think I can finish this before the end of October, and hopefully well before then, so that I can draw another product. So there you go, those are the products that I have made progress on, finished and added to my project Finish 13 by Halloween Project Pan Roulette Edition. If you're doing this or any other style of project, or if you're doing a roulette, please let me know down below so I can come and watch you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.